it'll be put in writing, but I'm going to do this video, a quick video, just across to you again, just in case, because I know that thing inside you, which is so unnecessarily ignorant to what is being addressed, but being said and being exposed. It's going to go all out, not to get you to, not for it to let anything get through to your core, right? You must understand this, that anything that you think is most likely going to be that thing telling you, because it's your core's so buried, basically, in this programming, and everything is kind of put in place so that when it does come to the crunch, say if you don't do anything and just ignore everything, it will be brought up to your face, and not necessarily me being there, no, just your whole being will be made an example of, and not a good one, and it'll be historical, yes. This is what you've done, not me, you've done. I've tried to get through to you, but all you have to think about, I mean, it's just think a few steps further. I'm not like telling you what to do, because you hate that, I know. And this is like one of the main blocks that this thing has. You've got to realise that. And that no matter how much you try and ignore, the more you do, the worse it'll be. And it will go past a threshold where you can't do anything else. You cannot take anything back, because at that point you will not have any divinity in you, none. And do you know what that means? Regardless of what anyone else says, it ain't good news, basically. It means he won't even come round again. He certainly won't transcend or ascend. But he won't come round again either, because you have no divinity in you. There's no point in sending you back round again if you don't have any divinity in you in the first place, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, it's critical, really, for your energy to keep on. Now, if it is just purely this thing, which has been indicated that that you have little to no soul. I mean, unless in emails, right, of these people who obviously they do know they know stuff in order to get to a person or stir things up and stuff. And they do, like I said, they are incredibly kind of truthful as well with what they get to a person with. It's strange, but it's the perspective where I'm at, it's so clear and obvious what they do. Unfortunately, for people who don't see it, which most people do see it now, you know, all my best friends, and Trace, you got to realise that I've challenged every single one of my friends, really. So it's not like it's just picking on you, but you are the ultimate one, really. I put for all my friends through a bit of fucking grind to really realise what's going on, and they have. Now, it's just, it's strange that this one person who did know more about this than me, well, than anyone, or about what I was going through, potentially. this will really strike you. As in, if you don't do anything about it. As in, like, just ignore everything and carry on with your life. Because it ain't going to be that sweet if you do that. And it's nothing that I've done. Everything that you've done. Because you will sit there and you will wonder. All those things around you will remind you of how much of a fool you've been not to see it. And it'll remind your core. It'll shake your core. If you have anything left. And if you don't, it'll shake yourself. And yourself ain't going to like that. It's going to be living in turmoil. Knowing that everyone's looking at it. Analysing it. Every single thing that you do. Everything that you've done in the past. Everything will be under great scrutiny. And because of what you've done, which is pretty much, yeah, I mean, it doesn't exactly go under the term constructive. Well, it could do. You could easily just switch this by just getting on board. And immediately it'll all become constructive, not destructive. But you still can't see it. And it's a case of, I don't care whether you do or don't, see? I really don't. I'm actually looking forward to whatever way it goes. If it goes in the way that you would ignore, I quite look forward to seeing you absolutely squirm and squeal like a pig when you've been brought out right in front of you, and try and blame it on the next person. And there'll be none. There'll be no next person. You will know that everything that you're kicking up a fuss about was created by you. Yeah. Or the other way of where you do get on board, and life will become more abundant. And not like saying get back together, no. But just become part of the family again. The soul family, which you're very much not part of. And that's not a good thing. You've got to trust me on this. And if you think that I'm lying, well, what can I say? I mean, there's no think, is there? Because it is think, yeah. There's no knowing. Because you've not really seen. You've not really allowed yourself to see. So how can you just think that a person's lying when you've just not even been able to put yourself in the position where they can see? This is where all these traits in human behaviours, which have been put there just to mess people up, to cause more mental anguish, mental illness, and perpetuator, then, you know, if you can't see that's blatantly the game, then you ain't coming back, ever. Deletion. Straight out. Finger on the button. Over. For you. And that's not good, really. It's not good. For you, you know. Yeah. But it will mean that element of human behaviour has been deleted instead of transcended. Now, you have the possibility of transcending. Yeah, still. Because it's not over yet. Everything you do in this life will decide for you. So if you make, at this point, a decision to analyse what you've done and how it's been more of a hindrance and an absolute it's not been constructive, basically. it goes deep. It goes really deep. Everything around you will remind you of this.